I'm also a food professional. The reason why I'm here is because I'm interested not only from an academic, scientific point of view, but also from an application point of view. My group, food physics, has two things. Physics, which is academic, food is more application, and it's about bridging these two. And I believe strongly in the fact that, if you talk about the combination of the two, that's key to innovation. And I think integration is key to innovation. And when I saw this conference, I thought, well, and I knew about it, to just see what was going on, also from the application point of view, and what people were, seeing as the larger questions for the world, let's say, and that was clear that that was going to be addressed. So that's my first interest, why I'm here, to be able to integrate better. The second is that coming back to this integration, part of my profession is also that I'm a program director at the Top Institute of Food and Nutrition in a cluster of structuring and sensory. And from that respect, that Top Institute is really based on the fact that you strive for two things: scientific excellence, as well as the application, let's say, to be really industrial relevant at the same time. And it's about this integration again of science and relevancy, which is all about the subject of this Top Institute. So from that point of view, it's also interesting for me to visit this. And I believe that for the Netherlands, it's very important to look into this integration on various levels. So you may look into the pre-competitive level, but you also may look into the less pre-competitive level, because innovation in the end is to localize and to identify opportunities to really do something, right? And you cannot steer that. That happens spontaneously often, but you have to have a feel for it, and when you see it, you have to go for it. And so it's a matter of not only integration of science and application, but it's a matter of integrating the different type of ways of working, right? Long-term, short-term. And so, as you have the subtitle of this organization, of this conference being the bridge for food professionals, I think this should be an excellent type of floor to meet other people. Oh yes, when you hear the talks, then they definitely use the scientific knowledge available. And one always would like to know, of course, what type of knowledge is being generated the last 5 years and how much is being used from that. And well, some of it is, I think, also used, and some of it will be used in future. And again, if you want to earn more money by getting more innovations, you just also have to have a sense for where the opportunities are and then have to do it. It's not only science which has to deliver and valorize things, but it's just the integration of the different players in the field which together have to make this work. And also identify gaps which require new science. Those things are both important and equally important, but they are on a different time scale. Well, I think there are several, but the biggest challenge, I guess, is to make sure that whatever we need as an amount of protein for our survival, that's going to be that's going to be present. And that protein, or whatever matrix it is in, is actually giving the functionality which we like to have or which we are going to like to have. So we have to make sure that happens, and that's a very, very integrated problem. And I see the problem is, on the one side, understanding more on proteins and their functionality, but at the same time making the problem as well as the opportunities which arise from the solutions which science may deliver, that the opportunities and the solutions are also embedded in the larger picture of the integrative problem. That's I think the real challenge. Yeah, to get it all integrated. I think in the end technology will be able to deliver what people would like most. I think the possible shortage of raw materials will be the first problem. And once you have the material, then I'm sure you can make whatever you want. But it will have its costs, of course. I mean, on the environment, etc. So not everything, well, nothing is for free. So, yeah. So it's coming back to the integration. I mean, whatever you want to have versus how much you are able to want to pay for it. Not only money, but also environmental-wise, sustainability-wise, etc. So it's you know, it's just a balance of a few things.